When it comes to fiction, most people say the most powerful characters in all of fiction are usually the same characters. Goku, like if you look at the most powerful characters, in either anime, video games, TV, movies, or manga. You'll always like look at the top tens. For example, most people think the most powerful characters are like Goku, Superman, Saitama, the one above all, but that's because he's the one. He's basically the most powerful character in all fiction. Batman, Galactus, Kirby, Bill Cipher is on here as well. And other characters like Doomsday. But most people tend to forget. But there's of course lesser universes, less popular universes that are not on this list. There's Vegeta on this list. There's Thanos, and most of these characters in the top 50 would be killed by this character. All of these characters, probably besides Saggy, in the One Above All, because Saggy can beat Thanos at 10% of his power. Yes, Saggy, of course, Saggy's on this list. He beat Thanos. Saggy beat Thanos. He's on this list. But there is one character that is not on this list at all, and he is from a horror franchise. Well, who is this character? Well, it's the SCP-682. So this character can basically, SCP-682 can essentially adapt, can basically like, if it's finding like, let's just say like, another character, like Kirby, it can basically adapt its abilities and change it to basically copy and beat them with its own abilities. So it is a reptile that cannot be destroyed because as a reptile, a creature of unknown origin, and its physical body grows and changes very quickly. So growing, decreasing its size as a so basically it can gain energy from anything it ingests. That's in its blah 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 blah. Nobody cares about that stuff. SCP-682 can basically destroy the universe. Oh, Goku can. Goku can destroy universe. But then SCP-682 cannot die. He's like Doomsday. He's very much like another character from DC called Doomsday. Doomsday is basically cannot die. As you all know, Doomsday can basically, once he gets hurt in that certain area, he will adapt and not get it. And he will basically gain immunity. So basically, Doomsday cannot die unless by that certain attack. Let's imagine Doomsday, but but basically at the same level as Doomsday, as Doomsday and SCP-682 are very similar characters. To be in fact, as Doomsday can regenerate as well his abilities and powers. Once he gets hit by a certain attack, he has the ability to to basically regenerate and not and make that part and make himself immune from that attack. SCP-682 can basically do exactly the same thing. And also, like the SCP-682 is also extremely intelligent. He has no really combat in terms of combat, but he knows but of course, as you all know, he can essentially compare engage with AI and other highly intelligent beings like Thanos and other characters. I'm just using Thanos as an example because he's basically, in terms of intelligence, is probably the same level as like Thanos and other extremely strong characters. He also knows many knowledge and many things, and he also retains all the memories of his past life. So he has no weaknesses whatsoever besides, of course, the god of SCP killing him. which basically was the only reason how he was sent to Earth was because of the god of the SCP universe. And he hasn't, and on Versus Battle Wiki, he hasn't lost to any characters whatsoever. He hasn't lost at all. Of course, he'll lose. And even Animation Rewind said that Thanos would lose to SCP-682, and SCP-682 can basically adapt from, even if Thanos uses the Infinity Gauntlet on him. Of course, SCP-682 can just adapt because Thanos is just immortal. So he's just a normal. He's not immortal. SCP-682 is also immortal as well, so he cannot die. The only way to kill him is to essentially die. So you can't kill SCP-682 at all unless you're out of God, unless you're basically the one above all. So that's basically it.